Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. My name is John Weinberg, and as always, I have a giant cup of coffee that I'm almost done with. Today I want to talk about the Leica Q2, which I've had for several years now, and I want to talk about it for landscapes. When I purchased the Leica Q2, I wasn't thinking landscapes. I was thinking San Francisco cityscapes, street photography, everyday digital carry kind of camera. I wasn't thinking about those broader landscapes, and recently it's really surprised me. I took a trip to Yosemite, and I've talked about that on this channel and shared those images, but I was really excited with those results. And I've done landscape photography in the past with the Fuji system, and I caught a clearing storm in Yosemite and just love landscapes. I shoot all kinds of things, portraits, all kinds of other, street photography, and I don't really kind of stick to one genre, but I do love landscape photography, and Slattems is a huge inspiration of mine, and I've spent a lot of time in Yosemite and near Yosemite, and I lived in Mammoth Lakes for a couple of years near Crowley Lake, and there's a spot just south of Crowley Lake called Tom's Place and Rock Creek. And I want to show you these images that I took a few years back in Rock Creek, and just revisiting kind of old work that I've done with the Q2 that I never really talked about very much. And this image means a lot to me because when I lived in Crowley, I used to go to Rock Creek all the time, and I'd hike and check out the lakes there, and I really didn't photograph it that much. I have a few images, but no real landscapes. I was shooting film back then and wasn't really into landscape photography when I was living there. And it wasn't until later that I really got into landscapes. So I always wanted to revisit it and go back, and I captured these two images. Now I captured a lot more images, but these two jumped out at me in that series. And the clouds, the peak, the trees, the detail there, the lake, and the boulder in the foreground just worked for me. And then I did it without the boulder just to see what it might look like. And I edited this to get that dark sky, something I absolutely love in landscape images. But clouds, I'm always looking for those white fluffy clouds to work with when I'm shooting landscapes. So I'm really curious your thoughts on these images, and I'm excited. I'm going to be going back to the eastern slope of the Sierras, taking my Leica Q2 along with my M6 and shooting film and digital, but thinking different about the images that I'm going to capture with the Leica Q2. Landscapes, it's kind of a new focus for me with that Leica Q2. Now I do have a Fuji X-T4 with a 10-24, and who knows, maybe I'll do a comparison video and see what the differences are. Now obviously I'm going to have a 47 megapixel on that Leica Q2, which will perform better and give me more detail to work with when I am editing, but you never know. That Fuji X-T4 is an amazing camera, and I've captured landscape images with that camera as well. So yeah, just something that I'm going to think about more in the future and working with the Leica Q2. And I'm curious if you have the Q2 or a camera that's like it, a fixed lens. Have you ever shot landscapes with it? And what were your results? And I'm curious, go ahead and drop some comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, just wanted to give you a different perspective on a camera that I have and share with you some images that I've taken with that Q2 that are landscapes, and just thinking about it in a whole new way. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I'd love to hear from you. So start that conversation down below, and I will definitely join in. My name is John Weinberg. Till next time, take care.